Hey, y'all, welcome back to Right at the Wire. We've got a little bit of a lull in the thoroughbred racing season right now, what with Del Mar now concluded as well as Saratoga, and waiting for Belmont at the Big A to start and the fall meet at Keeneland, amongst other things, the preludes to the Breeders' Cup. So I thought it'd be a nice idea to take a look at where we are with the various divisions and how they stack up for the Breeders' Cup. So today we're going to take a look at the juvenile division, the Colts and the Fillies on dirt, and see how they stack up. So let's take a look at it. So we're going to take a look at the juvenile Colts and Fillies for the Breeders' Cup and what the prospects look like to this point. And in the juveniles with the Colts, the top 10 rhyme schemes, no surprise there, I don't think. He's been ultra impressive so far and has that nice coming from off the pace style. Looking awful good, no reason to discount. Prince of Monaco, I'm a little concerned to being by Speightstown that once the distances get longer, that he might start running into the wall a little bit. But so far, he's looked awful good. Won the Del Mar Futurity pretty handily. Granted, it wasn't the greatest of fields, but still, it was the way he won. He did what a good horse does, and he just won it impressively. Number 3 is Noted, has the advantage of a two-turn race already under his belt. In the Sapling, he was very impressive drawing off, very professional, as you can always expect from a Todd Pletcher 2-year-old. And he looks awful good and should get better as the distances get longer. Timberlake was kind of the victim of a really hot pace in the hopeful, but I think it speaks to his quality a great deal, the fact that he was able to stick in there and still get up for a really good second when being up near the hot pace. Was a little rank, and that's a bit of a concern, but there's certainly talent there, and Brad Cox will work that out. There's no doubt about it. Dornoch, number 5, hasn't broken his maiden yet, that's true, but if you consider his dam, I don't believe any of her get has run at 2 and is doing what he's doing so far. I think that speaks volumes on the talent he has. And also remember, Mage didn't run at 2 either. He seems to be getting better with each start. He's certainly got talent, and he hasn't put it all together for a win yet, but he's getting there and he's progressing. And I think he's one we'll definitely want to watch. Muth, I think, kind of regressed a little bit after his maiden score, which was ultra impressive. Broke so sharp and just drew off easily. Still finished a good second to the Prince of Monaco, and there was really nobody behind them, so I think that speaks to how talented this one is. He'll shake off the cobwebs after that one, being by Bob Baffert, and we'll see better from him, I'm sure. BU is another one, was in the hopeful, victim of a hot pace, but he still hung on for 4th, and that was a very loaded field, so I think that speaks to this one's talent, and being by Todd Pletcher, I think that we can expect better from him. Locked, I really like, being by Gunrunner. The older he gets, the better he's going to get. Granted, he's only a maiden so far, but this one is certainly built for 2 turns, and I think the longer the distances get, the better he's going to get. Ben Tornado, we'll take him from Florida. Ran in the Dr. Fager and won pretty easily, and he's undefeated. Not sure that 2 turns is exactly what this one is going to want, but he showed a world of talent, and I think he needs to be in the conversation for now. We'll see how things go as the distances get longer. And then the Wine Steward, another one who's undefeated, and the Skidmore, he had to be coaxed a little bit to get the best out of him, but he did win, and he is undefeated, so I think there's definitely some talent here. He's by Vino Rosso. As he stretches out, he should love it, so I think he's one we want to think about. And as far as the juvenile fillies go, Brightwork's no surprise, being the top. He's undefeated, put away Ways and Means in the last race, and did so in the spinaway, did so pretty impressively. I think Ways and Means probably was regressing a little bit after that ultra impressive debut, but still, you can't deny Brightwork looks to be a really special horse, and can't wait to see what she does as we move forward. Ways and Means, again, I think was regressing off of a really great debut, and just looked too good in that debut to say that this one was a flash in the pan. Got a decent third, had to be asked a little bit to get going, but I think that was just a matter of regressing off a great start. Should stretch out no problem, and look forward to see what we see from Ways and Means. Dreamfire, again, West Coast horse, not sure really right now how good they are. That's always an issue, but this one looked pretty impressive in the Sorrento and drew off pretty easily. And you'd have to say that this one that certainly has some talent, and we'll see as things move forward what happens. Here You Come Again was pretty stout on the lead in her last race, and I thought that was important to show the kind of grit that she just kept coming when she probably could have folded her tent in the stretch, but didn't. And not sure about horses like that as the distances get longer, who are quite so eager to get on the lead like that, but definitely I think showed some talent and belongs in the conversation. Benedetta is another one that I'm not sure as the distances get longer that this one will really be, will really like it a whole lot, but I think there's some talent there and is one that we certainly should consider. Magic Cross, won on dirt last time. It wasn't expected to. They took the last race off the kid. The name escapes me right now. I apologize, but it was meant to be on turf, and the PG Johnson. I'm sorry, and they ran it on dirt instead, and there was no problem for her whatsoever. So she's proven her versatility. I only put an asterisk by her because I think they may want to get her back on turf. We don't know. We'll see. Sometimes when they show some precocity on dirt, they decide to keep them on it. But I think this one showed something, stretching out in distance, and I think should get better as the distances get longer. Saratoga Secret we haven't seen in quite a while, but showed a lot of grit, I thought, in the Schuylerville, and I think that this one again might be one where the distances when they stretch out may be up against it, but I think showed a lot of ability. Wayne Lucas definitely had his 2-year-olds loaded for bear this at Saratoga and elsewhere, but and a lot of them have continued to run well after their initial effort at the Spa. So we'll see. Still a little green, but I think maybe one that could factor. Wonder Ride ran really well in the spin away, and I think that's a good sign when you have a Kenny McPeak who runs well early. So this is one I think we definitely want to keep our eye on. Hot Beach, not overly certain about, was kind of getting tired in her last race, but did win it, and looks to have coming from off the pace. Maybe when they stretch out, could still be there. And then we'll throw Streaming Now in there as another one who ran pretty well with Here You Come Again, but not sure of the talent completely. But I think is maybe one we want to consider. So that's a look at the juveniles. It's a little early in the game, that's to be sure, and there's certainly some others that may rear their heads before the Breeders' Cup who are more attuned to 2 turns. But I think it's always good to take stock at this point and get a feel for what each division looks like. And we've got some major 2-year-old preps coming up, but we at least have an idea of who we want to be looking out for as we move forward into those. So hope you enjoyed this, and certainly provide comments. These type of lists always breed positive and negative comments, but I don't mind hearing them, and it just it keeps things going, and that's what it's all about in this community, just helping us all be right at the wire. So fire away with your comments as you like. If you do like the content you do get here, please like and subscribe. It does help to keep us going, and we do appreciate those of you who have come on board so far, and we thank you for your support as always. We're making some changes to the website, and that will become I will apprise you of those as they become apparent, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, we'll continue with our postings, and we'll be looking at the rest of the divisions for the Breeders' Cup later on this week, and so you'll have that to look forward to as well. So I'll be talking to you in the near future, and until then, be well.